Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome back. We are live day 4 this week. This is our usually scheduled day to be live. So I am here. I'm present. I am got my coffee. I'm drinking a hot beverage today. So this is a decaf pumpkin spice latte. So let me know in the comments, what are you guys sipping on and what's going on in your lives, what's on your hooks. And what are you guys up to today? I hope you have been having a wonderful week. I know that we have. We were on, good morning, Dan. Good morning, Maureen. I know that the last 3 days I've gone live at the same time every day, and we were able to get done this adorable floppy cat. So it matches this one. And I did them a little different with the nose because I used the same color on the nose and it was just too light. You couldn't even see it. I mean, you could faintly see it below the nose, but I just went ahead and covered it up so you can have a better nose, huh? I know. What am I going to do tomorrow? Who knows? I certainly don't. Oh my goodness. But yes, if you guys are interested, it was a 3-day long crochet along that was completely live. The first day, I think we went about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Second day, my daughter's school called and I had to rush out to grab her. So we went about 45 minutes or so that day, but we got done the ears and the tail. And then day 3, I stayed in and for about an hour, 20 minutes or so. And then we were able to get the 4 legs done and completely assemble the cat. So 3 days, about 3 hours or so. It was perfect. So hi, Arts and Anthropods. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good week. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yes, you never know when you go live what's going to happen, right? I mean, sometimes life just gets in the way and the school was calling and I had to run. So that one got cut short, but we got several things done. And so it worked out just fine. The goal was to get it done in 3 days and we did. So I was really happy with that and I had a lot of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the crochet along. So let me know, you guys, in the comments. I would love to do more crochet alongs. Just like that, we can do them live. I think it was a lot of fun. And so I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. Do we want to do another plushie? Do we want to do something? I know where my skeleton earrings. They're ghosties today. They're going trick-or-treating. Look at that. Yesterday I had on my dancing skeletons. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. And Froggy's lurking. Hi, Froggy. Oh my gosh, I know I'm all Halloweened up, you guys. I'm getting all my Halloween stuff out. I want to decorate the house, but my husband usually has me wait until closer to October 1st. Are you guys like that too? Or are you like, hey, September's here, let's go decorate? Hi, Amy. Good morning. Or it might be afternoon for you. But yeah, so I want to know, what do you guys want to do for the next crochet along? So what my thoughts were, I have a Hello Fall that's a tapestry. It would be a tapestry one we can hang on the wall. So we could do that together. I have Louie the Halloween bat, so we could work through Louie together. I have a pattern for a dog plushie. And then I have some little easy, it wouldn't take us more than the one sitting. If we want to do these little chickens, we could do. Or the one that I'm working on today, which I haven't finished yet, but this is going to be a Yummi Cats Messenger Bag. So this is going to be the under part of it. So the flap will come over and the flat part is going to have a sprinkle on it, a balloon above. So that'll open up and then I'll do an inner lining as well. That's going to have a pocket. So that one might be a little more advanced. But Dan says, Halloween plushie! Yes, I know. We're getting so close to Halloween. So I think maybe that's the way to go, you guys. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you want to learn how to make Louie the Bat, then we can work through that one together. He would probably he may take more than 3 sittings, but we can certainly get him going. I think that would be a lot of fun. He's such a good decoration, you guys, because he sits so well on any kind of you know, if you have your fireplace and you have that nice mantle, he'll sit there just nice as you please, or your desk. He's just a good buddy. He just hangs out with you. So yeah, okay, I'm getting multiple votes for our Halloween Louis bat, so I think that might be the winner. You guys let me know if there's any other thoughts on that. But yeah, so we did that this week. My Kickstarter is still going, you guys. So I did pin at the top. There's the link to the Kickstarter. So this is for Nanner and Sprinkle, the two Yummi Cats that are going to be on this this messenger bag. But I'm making them into big plushies. These ones I'm going to go bigger, 9 inches. So my Frizzy Bee here, he's about 9 inches from either side. So this is how big they're going to be now. Okay, so we've got those 2 plushies that I really want to get put together so I can have those available in the shop for, you know, it's just a different demographic. They'll be cheaper than the handmade ones. So, you know, people that want a Yummi Cat but maybe couldn't afford it, they'll have more access to this. It's great. It'll be great for babies because it's not going to have the safety eyes. So anyways, we only have 10 days left on that Kickstarter, and we're not at the initial goal yet. So the initial goal, we'll get Sprinkle made, and that is at 3,000. We're about 2/3 there. So we're close, but we haven't even hit that one yet. And then the extended goal is 4,500, and that would get both plushies made. So, yeah, so, you know, if you guys are able to pop over to the Kickstarter, consider backing it. If you can't afford to, I totally get that. If you wouldn't mind trying to share it on social media, maybe there's other people that like plushies that would be interested. That would be a huge help for me. Since we're coming down to the wire here. So I would love to at least hit our initial goal and get Sprinkle made. So Dan, a bee crochet along. Well, I did the video. You want to go start to finish with me, huh? Let's go. I'm game. That would be fun. I know Panda, I don't know that he's in the chat, but he wants to make a bee too. So maybe he'll be able to join on that one. And Froggy's got her bee present. She's got the little one that I sent her. And speaking of, so on Patreon, you guys, I'm on Patreon and I'm most prevalent there aside from YouTube. So I have a blog and that and whatnot, but I'm finding that I'm on Patreon the most. I try to let you guys know almost daily, sometimes every other day, what I'm working on, what's going on. You know, so even if you join on the free tier, you can still at least see what updates are coming out. And then a lot of those will be public if it's just letting you know, hey, I went on live today, you know, I'm over there. So just pop on over and, you know, watch the video, that kind of thing. So there's lots of options, but if you're in the inner hive, which is the biggest tier, then you get your name in the hat to win a crocheted lovely from me, a happy mail. Each month I'm going to select a new name. But for right now, Froggy's the only one in that tier. So, I mean, she's going to end up with a lot of stuff unless other people join that tier. I'm already planning on this one for this month. So if you guys want to get in on that, then pop on over to Patreon and put your name in and see if you can beat out Froggy. Oh my gosh, Froggy's gonna end up with this mountain of plushies made by me. Oh, this is so good. I had to go decaf. I've already had 2 regular today, so anyway. So yeah, I'm going to be working on the bottom part of the messenger bag, and we'll see if I can get this section finished today. But just to show you guys, I've been working on, I think I might have mentioned this, I was contracted by High Crochet, who does lots of kits. They're really fun kits. They sent me a couple kits. They wanted me to do them on my channel, or like talk about them on my channel, let people know what I think and all of that. So I finished one of the 2. And since you're here with me, I'll show you. Hang on, his little hat fell off. I finished him up yesterday. My daughter's already commandeered him, but she let me have him just briefly. But like, his little capybara, oh my gosh. He's got a little strawberry backpack. I thought about maybe putting some little seeds on there. That would be cute, right? And like his little hat comes off. He looks like a peanut. Oh my goodness. I love it. And he could be your needle holder because he's magnetic. I'm such a dork. Look at that. I'm like, whoa, he could be purposeful here. We could just make him our needle holder. You know, I can never find my needles. I mean, if you've been on here live with me, I'm telling you, they hide themselves because I always have one. I'm always prepared. But 9 times out of 10, when it comes to the time when I need it, it's pieced out on the whole situation. So I'm sitting there looking for needles. But anyway, so that's that one. And then the other one I started working on. This one is, you guys, this is more than I've ever done. This is an advanced pattern. Thank goodness they have video tutorials and they're amazing. So I'll just a little sneak of my thoughts on it. But this is it so far, you guys. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Yeah, if I didn't have those videos, I don't think I would be able to tell where I'm supposed to put my hook because, like I said, I've never done any kind of mandala. Never done that before. You know, I stick with plushies. You don't really use a lot of the front post this and that, and they had some interesting stitches. I'm just like, what the heck is that? But anyway, I'm loving it. So I'm learning a lot of new things, and I'm really looking forward to being able to use these new stitches in Amis, you know, perhaps in some of the clothes that a doll could wear, or you never know how you can apply these little techniques as you learn them. So I'm very excited to show more about those to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a split screen here so you can kind of see what I'm working on, and let me know if you guys have anything on your hooks as we hang out and enjoy our coffee. So yeah, this has been quite the week. It was just so much fun being on live, and we had lots of laughs, that's for sure. I'm going to get hooked. I know. On doing what? The like mandalas and whatnot. It's crazy. It's, you know, I've never thought in that way when I'm designing. I've never considered using these kinds of techniques. And in fact, I know Maureen and I were talking earlier. I didn't even know if it was right what they were putting in there because I'd never heard of these stitches before, and how they were described and stuff. So it's really, it's a really, really cool pattern. I'm excited to keep going with it. Oh, your floppy cat's finished. You just forgot her whiskers. You know, maybe she shaved them. You still have time. You can always put them in after. Oh my gosh, Dan, thank you for joining Patreon. Thank you so much. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you guys, if you're not there, you should be, because we're having a good time over there. And we have a special Discord, so you can come and chit chat with me throughout the day. I'm always in there off and on. If I see somebody's messaged, I pop in and say hi, and we share pictures. It's a lot of fun, you know. So I'm really trying to build this community of my followers, because I love getting to chat with you guys more than just, you know, coming online or posting videos and that kind of thing. Those are fun, but this just feels more like a connection. I like that. So yeah. Oh my goodness. Do you guys have any plans for this coming weekend? Is there anything going on this weekend? I think we're gonna get actually decent weather. In fact, I think on Saturday we're looking at potentially getting back up into the 80s. So I could do without the heat, but it's been quite overcast lately. It's not raining here, but it's definitely been overcast. So I'm having to shine additional lights on me because it's a little dark in here. So yeah. Here we go. Just about ready to do my turn. So yeah, tapestry crochet is very interesting because you jump the colors. And I like that because with corner to corner, when I'm doing color changes and whatnot, I'm not jumping colors. Sometimes I'm carrying them if it's just, you know, up a square or two. But I'm not jumping colors, so I have so many ends to tie in, you guys. And so, yes, this has ends to tie in, but this is nothing compared to what my my graph cans end up with. So, yes, but this is nice. But, you know, obviously, you're not going to see the back side because if we do an inner lining, it will cover this anyways. Or normally, tapestry, if you're hanging it, the wall will cover it, so you don't have to worry about that. So, I like that element about it. Oh, you're going to see if Ash will take you yarn shopping on Saturday. Oh my goodness. Does he avoid taking you yarn shopping because he's worried? My husband is like, I think we understand each other's because my husband is, he loves toys, specifically like Transformers, Legos, Star Wars. He's a total, like, you wouldn't know it, but if you saw where he keeps them all, then you'd know it. But yeah, he's a big collector of those, and a lot of them stay in the packages. I swear we could open a store, you guys. We'd make tons of money that way. But anyways, he also is a musician, and I'm telling you, it looks like Guitar Center in his office because he has like a shiplap wall that he hangs his guitars on, and he's probably got like 20 guitars. It's crazy. But I'm understanding, you know, because if I don't give a hard time, then I can go yarn shopping anytime, and I'm like, hey, mine are cheaper, right? It's my excuse. I'm like, if I support you, will you support my yarn addiction? Oh, Ash likes Legos too. Oh, yep. Yep, he got on that bandwagon, huh? Oh my gosh. Oh, Tia's your puppy, right? Yeah, she gets anxious during cloudy, stormy weather. Yep. My cats didn't even come up here with me, you guys. I'm totally alone up here, except for I have you guys, so I'm not alone. But yeah, the subtle snores of Merlin are not in the background today. I like having them up here with me. It's nice. They keep me company. So I know. Legos, it's like one of those things you get super into or you don't. You know, and my husband was hoping my kids would really get into it. So we have a shizzle of Legos in a bin. And I kid you not, it's like a giant bin full of just miscellaneous Legos. And they just never play with them. They were never really that interested in it or could have the patience to sit down and make an entire Lego set. Whereas my husband, I mean, he will. But I bought him... I don't know how many years ago it's been. It's still in the box though. But they have Moss Landing. Is that it? From Star Wars? You know, where not Moss Landing. That's not right. Help me out, guys. Where the people do the music in Star Wars? Oh my gosh. Moss Eisley? Is that it? I think that's what it's called, Moss Landing. Oh my God, that's so funny. Anyways, so it's this huge set. It's going to have to be properly displayed on an enormous rectangular wooden surface probably. I'll have to like build it out. But I even got him a light kit that you have to put in there and assemble with the Lego. It's crazy how like Legos have gotten nowadays, right? But yeah, so it'll all light up. It's like the cantina, you know, area. It's just huge. But anyways, thousands of pieces still in the box, along with quite a few other ones. But I tend to do that too. It's like you get all these things because you have to have them and you get so excited. The thought of, oh, these crafts. For me, it's crafts. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. I really, really like that. But then I get them and they sit in the box because I'm like, when do I have time to do this? Like, look at this. Froggy's already seen this, but oh my gosh. I had to, you guys. This was at Target. It's a paint by number. And look how pretty that is. Isn't that cool? Normally, the designs that they have, I'm like, nah, I can go without. But this, I loved it. I love moths because I just think they're so pretty. And then with the set, you know, the waxing and waning moon and stars. Oh my gosh. When am I going to make it? I don't know. If I come on live, would you guys watch me painting? I need some way to, you know, I don't know, keep myself accountable so I can actually get these things done. Maureen says her grandsons all love Legos, from the 26-year-old right down to the 3-year-old. And when they're together, that's what they do, right? We have to put them out in the garage because they get loud and crazy. They're chucking Legos around. Psh, Lego to the face. Oh, cool, Dan. You got the Hocus Pocus house Lego set that you need to build. Nice. Maureen, you would watch me painting? Cool. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. That could always be an extra thing too for Patreon. I can always just go live and do extra crafts, as I have so many things that I want to do and I just don't get them done because I want to focus on, you know, giving you guys patterns and crocheting plushies and such, but not enough time in the day, I'm telling you. So, all right, I'm just about to my color change here. So I'm going to pick up my white and finish my stitch. So that's what I'm doing. Yes, I figured it out. So Dan was saying my Nightbot is working. So Nightbot is really cool. It's like I don't know what you would call it, but it basically will just drop links here and there so that you guys can, you know, you could try this, Dan, actually put in drop. I did try to set that up. So if you write drop, it should put a link to your channel. So if you guys are also content creators, my goal is that we can all share those with each other, and you can just help support each other, because I think that's really a fun way to be in this community. So yeah, so okay, Maureen just put, oh, I did. Okay, perfect. Maureen put drop. So see, you guys, if you put just dropped, DROP, in the chat, it will put your link up there for your channel. So, you know, let's support each other and subscribe to each other's channels. You know, if you're here, don't forget to subscribe to Frizzy Bee, of course, because obviously I'm going live more frequently now, and I've got lots of patterns, lots of videos in the works. So I'm so glad that's working. It was not that easy. I'm like, stuff is so new to me, and I saw it on Froggy's channel, and I was like, how do you make a Nightbot? Help me. So Froggy did a little tutorial with me so I could try to get it set up, but I just put the wrong, I think the problem was there's 2 different places you can put his link, and I had it in the wrong one. So that's why it didn't work before, but now it's working. So anyway, all right. Turning my row here back to the less nice looking side. Oh, Dan, did you ever see, I know you were talking about going to see Beetlejuice. Did you ever get to see that? That looks really good. I would like to see that one. I'll pause my K-dramas for Beetlejuice, okay? I'm watching a K-drama right now called Pinocchio. But the kind of difference is that if somebody lies and they have Pinocchio syndrome, they hiccup. So you can tell that they're lying. I thought that was cute. Oh my goodness. All right. Since I already made Nanner down there, all I'm doing is just making some additional clouds up here, because most of this will be covered actually by the flap of the messenger bag. So it's really just additional. So if you lift the flap, it'll look pretty, right? It'll have the nice clouds in the sky. Hi, Crafty Gypsy. Welcome in. How you doing today? Oh, you didn't get to see Beetlejuice. Aw, shucks. Maybe you'll get to see it soon, and if you do, let me know. Let me know how it is. So with Tapestry Crochet, if you guys are interested, if you're changing color and you're on the wrong side, you want to make sure all of these are on that side. So you bring it forward and then pick up your other color here and finish it off. And that way you're keeping the front side nice. There's no extra ends here and there. So makes it easy. Oh no, I've run out. That's okay. I prepared today, you guys. Look at this. I have a ball of the same color hiding in my little hidey hole here. So I'm getting better at this. I feel like sometimes I'm just a chicken with my head cut off. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I go on live and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't get my stuffing, or I didn't get my needles, or whatever, you know, and you don't realize until you're in the throes of things that you've missed out on what you needed. So, okay, so what I did is I just changed my color to the same color just so I could continue on. And then I have those ends that I can tie in later. So, has anyone else decorated for Halloween? Are you guys decorators ahead of time, or do you wait till the day? Our neighborhood has quite a few people that have scarecrows and other Halloween-y sort of decorations. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Yes, doing very well. We started making this like sort of a honey-do list where it's not a it's more of just a list of things that we want to get done around the house. So we made up a list because these are things that are always looming, but we don't want to forget, and we also just need to find the time to do them. So I think we're going to start trying to tackle our list this weekend. Maybe just do 1 or 2 things on the weekend and try to make some headway, you know. Otherwise, they just don't get done. We fill the day. We usually have our Saturday, we usually go to Target. That's like our big excursion for the day. Oh, decorate. Crafty Gypsy's procrastinating. Yeah, it's last minute unless it's Christmas. I completely get that. All right, now I'm flipping back around. Checking my pattern here. I have a super elaborate Santa pattern. And he even has a wood, like you find a really nice gnarly looking stick, and you crochet around the stick, making 2 turtle doves on his cane. So let me know if that is a crochet along that you would like me to do. It's pretty involved though, so it would take quite a bit of time, I think, to complete. So that's my only thing, is it's not for, I wouldn't consider it a beginner pattern. It's certainly more of an intermediate to advanced. But if it's something you're interested in, let me know. You don't decorate for Halloween. I will for Christmas. That is surprising, Dan. Since you really like scary things, I am pretty surprised you don't decorate for Halloween. That's like the perfect holiday for that. No, I mean, it's probably because my birthday's that month, but I love Halloween. And we have this cat that everybody in the neighborhood knows and looks forward to seeing every year, and it moves its head back and forth. It's like a blow-up cat, black cat that's arched, and then the head moves back and forth, and they're like, oh my gosh, you're the cat house, you know, and people just love seeing that cat come out. So we'll definitely get that going again. We cannot disappoint. Dan. It's more of a watch scary movies and eat candy kind of guy. So you like the things that have to do with Halloween, just not the holiday itself. All right, so I'm tucking now to the back because that's where the wrong side is. Switching. Actually, you know what? I think I need 1 more blue stitch. Hang on a second. I just realized. Yeah, I need 1 more on this row. Now I'm going to switch. Yeah, I mean, Maureen and Froggy can tell you. We just did the first crochet along this week, and I try not to go too fast, and I'll also, like, I was even teaching some techniques and whatnot while we're going through. So I think that even if you are, as long as you know the basic stitches, you should be, oh my God, you guys, I can't talk. You should be just fine. I would say the hardest part is probably doing the little turtle doves, just kind of getting the hang of getting their little leggies around the stick. And then he is also holding a wreath. So the wreath is a little bit, you know, it's got some picots in there. So if you know what a picot is, then you're good. Tossing bits of bread, Moonrose Crafts. What does that mean? Is that like tossing bits of bread? I feel like that's code for something. It's like throwing yarn in your window, right? When you subscribe to somebody. It was so funny when I first heard that. I thought somebody was like actually at my door. I thought, how do you know where I live? All right, we're flipping around again. So I need to do 9 stitches with white, and then I'm doing the rest in blue. Oops. Here we go. There we go. Oh my God, Nightbot's going crazy. Apologies, maybe I have a setting off. I didn't tell him to pop them in that quickly. It's like bombarding you. Check this out, check this out. He's like, it's like, what was it? What was that cartoon movie? It was like Up in the Air or something like that, where there's that dog and he's trying to have a conversation. He's like, squirrel, you know? So he's just constantly being diverted. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're trying to do something on your phone and you're on the I'm on the TV. Oh, very cool. I'm nice and big then, right? All right, let me count again. So I should have 9. No. Yes. No? No, I should have 10. Excuse me. I should have 10 in this round here. So 1, 2, 3. Round. See? I'm so used to plushies. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Now switching back to the blue. So I figure on this, what I'm going to do is, you can see, so I'm going to attach, I haven't decided yet how I want to do the eyes, but he has eyes and he'll have his little X-shaped nose. So it's going to be like he's looking up. And then, where am I? I'll embroider the string. I can never, it's always backwards, you guys. I'll embroider the string for the balloon. So those details, they're purposely not there yet. That's what the bread came in as. Ah, okay. All right, so now I'm back on to the blue. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's coming out cute, and I'm hoping it's a decent size. I mean, I was not sure how big it was going to be, but I mean, for a messenger bag, what do you think? So, you know, it's going to go on the side of you, right? So if this is my side, that's pretty good size, right? I think that'll work. Especially if it's for like a teen, or it would probably be pretty big actually on my daughter because she's 7, so for me it's a little small. I guess I could make it bigger, but I think it would fit. It would fit the necessities, your wallet, your phone, that kind of thing. And I get to go check out Joann's again because it's an excuse to find some nice fabric for the inside. Maybe like, I don't know what I'll find, but we'll see. Whether it's like clouds or, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what they'll have. But it should be cute. And then it'll be the crossbody too. Yeah, it's like perfect size for a teenager, or for an adult if you're just wanting to put, you know, your pocketbook, your checkbook, and a few of your things. So that should be good. Hi, Nancy. Welcome in. How you doing? What are you working on today? Is anybody else drinking coffee like I am? I've got my, I'm half done. Maureen wants to know how your weather is, Nancy. Where are you at? Which state are you in? All right, so we just finished that round. I always say round, you guys. I don't do flat very often, flat things, except for the occasional corner-to-corner blanket. Oh, about to start raining again. Where are you, Nancy? We're not due, I'm up in Washington. We're not due for rain. At least in the 10-day forecast, I did not see any rain. So just mostly 70s. And I think maybe one day we'll get the 80s. So. Oh, you're in Florida too. Okay. Okeechobee. Yeah, I lived in Tampa for about 9 months, and it was just hard to get used to the weather because it'll be bright and sunny one minute and then literally raining down buckets the next, and you're just trying to get from your car into a store or something and you're soaked, like sopping wet. It's crazy. Then you come back out and it's nice and sunny again, so you know, it's just like all over the place. Right. So if you guys are tuning in and you do have your own channels, go ahead and write in drop in the chat, and then my little Nightbot will put your links up there for you. That way we can all save each other's, you know, our channels, so we could subscribe and chuck yarn in each other's windows here. All right, let me see where I'm at here. So I need to do one more blue stitch than last time. Here we go. Boop. And now I'm switching back to the white. It's still that way? Yeah. Yeah. And the water too. So I'm from California, and you know, you go to the ocean and it's pretty cold. You go to the ocean here in Washington, it's really cold. But Florida, it was like bath water. It was just so warm and the sand was so soft. It was very cool. Huge difference. Not what I'm used to. Atlantic sand versus Pacific Ocean sand. All right. I have 3 rows left of this piece for the bag. So I'm almost done. Piece 1, then I get to do the sprinkle one. All right, flipping it over. Always gets interesting when you're working with a bunch of different colors at once, because when you flip your piece, your yarn starts getting really tangled. And I got these at the dollar store. Mine, I don't know if they're not carrying them anymore or if they just stopped for now, or maybe they're just getting them out again. I don't know, because they're rejiggering ours, but you get them in a pack of, I want to say like 10, maybe 10 to 12 of them. They're amazing because you wrap your yarn around them and they just clip to your work, and then you can flip it, unclip it, and keep going. So they're super nice, these giant, what do you call them? Giant clothespins. They're in that section too, like where you would find clothespins, but they're just giant plastic ones. So I have a whole bunch, but unfortunately a lot of them have yarn on them already. So I have to take the yarn off just to use them if I want to. So I was trying to just buy more the other day because I'm like, it's only $1.25. I'll buy more so I don't have to undo all the yarn, but that didn't work. Hi, Panda. How's it going? You're being a ninja at work. You're like looking around. Nobody's watching. Okay, I'm going to dive in really quick. Oh, lots of hugs your way too. Oh, that's so funny. Panda, what do you do? Where do you work? Like, what type of work do you do, rather? All right. Here we go. Okay, so let me just double check where I'm at with my white. Okay, because I might have gone too far. I think I did. Oops, I only needed 4, you guys. Uh-oh, frog, you have to frog some. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Just need 1 extra loop here. Oh, you're looking at your desk trying to figure out what to work on next. Hi and bye, Chatty Chat Panda. Happy Friday Eve. Gotta go and thank you. Yes. Yes. Hope you have a good day at work, and we'll catch you on the replay. So, Nancy, what are your options? What are your options for your next project? I have so many whips going, you guys. I think that we need to just do a special video series where I force myself to finish them. I literally have, so I reorganized my closet because I needed more space for yarn, actually. So anyway, as I was doing that, I started putting the whips that are in each individual, they're individually in a bag, right? Different bags. So then I start putting them into a pile. So it's a pile of bags of whips. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then I'm like, okay, what can I start next? You know? So she's working on either crochet, paper crafting, painting, etc., etc. Oh, so you're trying to decide what type of craft to do, not just what type of crochet project. Ooh, that's a tough decision. All right, I'm trying to see where my stitch is here. That is a tough one. For me, I find that it's hardest to choose a craft that I have to get a whole bunch of stuff out for, which is why the crocheting is always so nice, because yarn is everywhere around here. So, you know, I don't have to worry about that. I'm like, oh, which color would I like? You know, sometimes I have to dig a little bit for the right color that I need, but they're all in a same general area. So I'm able to just go yarn shopping in my stash, figure out what I want to use. But yeah, like painting, I mean, normally I want to paint, but I tend not to, just because I have to get out all the stuff, you know, all the paints and the cup of water and all the paper towels or things to put down so you don't get paint everywhere. And yeah. And then you have to clean it up, make sure you don't leave the water, the dirty water sitting out, because if my cat, Arthur, I always tell people, don't leave your water cups open and unattended, because he will. I've found him many times with his head in people's cups drinking their water. You know, it's like a free-for-all for him. He's just like, oh, somebody left that behind? Yes, thank you. Yes, please. This is mine now, you know. So I try to put a cup that has water in it in our sink in our kitchen so he can just go and drink it. He has a water dish, you guys. In fact, it's a fountain, okay? So don't get me wrong. He is well cared for. He has available water to drink whenever he wants. But that's not the water that he wants. He wants everybody else's water, you know? He's like, I drink from a glass, okay? I drink from a cup. No, thank you. I don't need a fountain. You know, I swear he doesn't think he's a cat. He's like, no, no, no. Mm-mm. Nope. I want that cup. Thank you. Just take the straw out, okay? Oh my gosh, he's so funny. He's that cat that I'll come in and I'll catch him. He's probably been, you know, cleaning himself or whatever. But when I catch him, he's literally got his legs sticking out and his big belly hanging out. And he's just like he's just like a person, you know. He's like hanging out like Homer Simpson or something. His belly hanging out and just like, what's up? Oh my gosh. Nancy says, I have what I call the paint tower door. She's got acrylic holders to a piece of plywood and the paint's organized by, oh my gosh, that sounds lovely. Swings open to reveal more paint, easy to access from my chair. So you're completely set up then. So that's perfect. Yeah. So there's no excuse, Nancy. No excuse. I know, because it's like, so I like to paint, but I also will do, for a while there, I was doing like clay crafts, you know, sealing them with epoxy resin, doing that. But oh my gosh, all the stuff that has to be pulled out for that is just, it's too many things, too many things. So when in doubt, I just get out my crochet and then I'm a happy girl. So making sure I don't get all tangled up here. I have 2 rows. Actually, I'm done with the white because all I'm doing now is sky. The clouds are done for this one. So I've got 2 rows now of just blue skies. Blue skies. We'll get rid of that one. I think it's going to need to be blocked a little bit. So I tried my best because obviously I've never done this before, but I was trying my best because when you jump the colors, you don't want to pull too tightly. You want to make sure they're just laying flat. Otherwise, it'll start to kind of buckle. And for the most part, I would say it's fine, but I'll probably still block it just a little bit. Just to make sure everything lays the way it's supposed to. So I think if we do Louie the Bat next for a crochet along, I'm going to take a guess on how many days he's going to take. Looking at him, I think he's probably going to take a whole week. Are you guys ready for that? Nancy says she's been in the process, of reorganizing her supplies so she doesn't have to move too much to work on any type of project. That's ultimately, I think that's what our goals should be, right? Because yeah, that's the thing. When it's not accessible, it just does not make anybody want to get everything out. And that's why it's nice when you have the room to have your own artistic studio. And that way you can have everything ready to go right at your fingertips. So you just grab it and you get started. Like that would be the ultimate goal. Someday I'll get there. Froggy says Louie would be fun. He would be fun. He's lots of fun. And it's nice because you can make him in the big yarn too, same, or you can make him in the little yarn. And he's equally cute. I still think it's funny though because he's holding a bunting banner. So if you haven't seen him yet, in fact here, I'll show you guys. If you haven't seen Louie, I will show you. I will go and grab Louie, because we must see what we're talking about here. Okay, so if you've not met Louie yet, this is Louie. So this is what we're talking about. So he has wiring in his arms and he sits on any surface, okay? So I just think it's funny because this was supposed to be, it's supposed to be a boo bunting, right? And this is a B, this is an O, and this is an O. But it's kind of abstract, you guys, because my husband says I'm the only one that sees that. So his mouth and the pumpkin are the 2 circles in the B, and then he's got like his head is a bump, and then his body is the other bump. And then this, so without these, it's their mouth, right? Is the kind of circular O. So anyway, either way, it's still a very cute ghosty banner, right? And then if you'd rather, like Maureen does not like to work with blanket yarn, and this is blanket yarn, then you can do a little guy here, and he's done in acrylic 4-ply yarn. So, and then this is the other banner style. So I could show you how to do that as well. So this is just more of a, what would you call that? It's kind of like a flag banner, I guess, with just little applique pumpkins that they're holding. See? Nancy says, I join a friend on her lives on Sundays to work on sewing. This Sunday, we're going to be working on angel hugs, mini quilts for moms, for babies that don't make them. Love working with bulky yarn and down to a 2 weight. Yes. But yeah, Amis are my favorite too, by far. Yep. I love the corner to corner graph gans. I've designed 3 now, full graph gans. So yeah, I do love doing those as well. And I plan to do, I really want to make a Yummi Cats one where all the cats get a square. I think that would be really cute. And maybe some of the topping pals could have squares and stuff. And I could see if I can figure out some sort of a border that maybe looks like ice cream scoops or something. All these ideas, you know. Anyways, so yes, if we do Louis, then I think he's probably going to take us at least 4 days, I would guess. So, but he would be a lot of fun. I think he would be a lot of fun. He's a fun little decoration for the Halloween holiday. All right, back to my tapestry here. Yeah, it's nice. It's fun designing Amis, you know. You see things when you look at stuff, you see things in shapes. So, you know, I've had people contract me to, I used to do custom orders, and I've had a few custom orders to do. And yeah, you just have to look at the character that they're talking about and think of it in shapes and what shapes that you need to make to put everything together again. So, but sometimes I'm just like, ooh, I don't know how I would do that, because, you know, if the character's got some really sharp angles and stuff, that can sometimes be difficult to achieve and do it justice, you know, just because we're working with yarn, it's a softer, you know, material. But okay, there we go. One more. And turn one more row, and then this is done. Then I get to start on the next one. Are you guys interested at all in learning or working through a pattern with me using, this is miniature crochet. So this would be crocheting with embroidery thread. Does that interest anybody? Yeah, it's definitely fun, Nancy, to see these characters unfold. I'm designing a little micro one for a special someone, so I just started it actually before I hopped on with you guys. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to make this. So I'm very excited. I'll probably switch back and work on that some more afterwards before I start doing the sprinkle piece for this bag. Yeah, I did a dog pattern, which I've since adjusted and put up as just a regular dog, but I adjusted the pattern just to, you know, change the design a little bit and the colors and whatnot. And then I also did an Ahab. He was this sailor, you know, with the yellow, like, rain outfit, whatever. And then I rejiggered that one, and that's what Santa is based off of. Hi, Carrie. How's it going? You're on my side this time. I got to hang out with Carrie earlier on. Maureen and Carrie were on earlier, so that was fun. And I missed whatever it was that happened that everybody was laughing about, Carrie. I totally missed it. I just saw everybody was laughing. Something fell, I think. Yeah, you're still getting the 2/8 yarn tension just right. It's not easy, you know. I mean, I've shown this before. This is a tokebi, is a little demon character from a Korean drama, but I made him in the thread yarn, so it's very tiny thread to work with. In fact, I don't have it around, but I want to say it's like a 1.15 millimeter lace crochet hook. It's very teeny tiny. Yeah, not easy, that's for sure, but they do come out super cute. And I always love, I mean, you know, whenever I make a pattern now, I'll make it in blanket yarn, then I'll make it in acrylic yarn, so you can see the size difference, just like we just saw with Louie. But then, yeah, just having the micro, I mean, how tiny this would be, because then you get, I mean, this is the one I did of Nanner micro, you know. It's just amazing how tiny they get. I love it. I love little things, though. I've always collected little things. You made a mini Ninja Turtle. He's only 2.5 inches tall. Oh, cute. Was that with the... Hi, Laura. How's it going? So, 2.5 inch Ninja Turtle, mini Ninja Turtle. What type of yarn did you use for that? That would be cute. Oh, all these little fun little things. The thing that I've always found crummy, though, is if you sell crochet things, you could probably get away with charging more for these little ones, because I think just visually people can realize how intricate they are. But if you, for example, were making something for, say, a craft show or whatever, and you did a blanket yarn, like even Louie, if you did the blanket yarn Louie, and then you did the acrylic yarn Louie, people would visually just, they would assume that the smaller one should be a cheaper price. Quite cheaper, a lot cheaper. Even though it's the same pattern, it's the same amount of difficulty and everything, there's a value placed on the size of things. So I've always found that interesting. So that's, I feel like that's why this whole craze with blanket yarn has started, is because a lot of handmade crafters were probably realizing that when they did shows, that they weren't getting the sales that they needed. So a lot of people are just doing blanket yarn now because they can charge more. Use the animation yarn from We Crochet. I think it's a 2/8. Used a 2 millimeter hook. Okay. Yeah, the ones that I am doing from High Crochet, that is it's the same. I guess I don't have my hook here, but yeah, it is a 2 millimeter hook, and then the yarns kind of come, they're like this. So they're pretty thin, pretty small. Yeah, the teeny tiny ones are more work for sure. Way more work. They're so hard to work with. They're so cute, but they're so hard to work with. Yeah. Nanner was a pain. I made him and I'm like, I don't think I can sell these in my shop. Like, I don't think I could, my hands will take it. It's just so hard to do, and it hurts. Kind of tends to hurt your fingers. So, and if you guys are enjoying hanging out with me, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out, you know, as I'm working to get my view hours up here and become a YouTube partner. That's my goal here I'm working on. So, you know, hanging out with me, watching my videos is a huge help to the channel, subscribing, and, you know, if you post any comments, I'm always commenting back. So I do like to keep up with you guys as well. Yeah, especially their little limbs, Nancy said. Yeah, they can be very annoying. I mean, when I did the mini nanner, I did that live. So one of the lives, if you guys look back, I'm making this. And it's so funny. I think I broke like, I don't know, 2, 3 needles trying to make it, and then I couldn't find any more, and I was determined to finish it. So I found one more needle, you know, of the type that I needed, and managed to finish it. But I wasn't sure. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to, because obviously it's so tiny. You can't use a yarn needle. You can't even use, but the thread is just thick enough to where you can't use like an embroidery needle either. You need the bigger eye. So it's like a slightly larger eyed embroidery needle that you need to use. Otherwise, not the normal ones we use every day won't work. So, anywho, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. I finished this piece here for my messenger bag. So, one piece down, I've got to do the overflap and the strap, and I've got to obviously sew everything together. So it's by no means finished, but it is taking shape, and I'm really excited about it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this live, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be back on again next week. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful weekend as well. All right. Tune in with you next time. See you guys.